Hey guys, Sakani here. Today we have this problem with us and it is a vector related problem. So let's dive into it. If P1, P2, P3, and P4 are points in space and O is the origin of those vectors, show that P4 coincides with the origin O if and only if vector OP1 plus vector P1P2 plus vector P2P3 and so on is equal to the zero vector, aka the null vector. So how do we approach this problem? Well, in order to approach this problem, what we're going to do is that we are actually going to use this condition that they gave over here, or the if and only if part. So in this case, I'm going to apply the triangle law of addition with these two terms and these two terms. So first I'm going to draw a picture and then I'll tell you a shortcut on how we can add these two terms. So I'm going to plot my 0 over here, or my origin, and we have P1 right over here, so that is for that vector there. Then this one has a P2, so I'm just going to plot a P2. Now these points can be anywhere. Honestly, you just need 0, P1, and P2. So now I'm going to draw vector 0, P1, which is this, then vector P1, P2, which is that. Now, according to the triangle law of tradition, if we have this vector plus this vector, that is always going to be equal to this vector right over here. And remember, the direction matters in this case. Vector OP2 is different than vector P2O. So this is OP2 vector. And that is the sum of these two vectors right over here. Now let's do the same thing for these two vectors over here. I'm going to draw that same exact triangle. So we have P2, let's draw P3 here, and I don't know, let's draw P4 down here for fun. Now we have P2, P3, which is this one right over here. Then we have P3, P4. P3, P4 is going to be over here. And adding those up, we start from here and our final is P2, P4 right over there. So that is our sum. So I'm going to write P2, P4 right over here. And a shortcut to do this is that if we are adding two vectors and this middle part is the same, like P1 in the middle, then our final vector is just going to be this 0 and P2, just the outer sort of symbols. Now we're going to do the same exact thing. I realized that P2 and P2 did the exact same because they're in the middle. So this sum is going to be 0, P4, and that is equal to the null vector. Now, if I draw 0 over here, P4 actually has to lie at that same exact point in order for 0, P4 to be a null vector. Therefore, P4 definitely does coincide with 0.